Do you have a heavy up program? Have you ever stopped to consider that it may actually be doing more harm than good for your business in the long run? Hi, I'm Suki. Welcome back to the channel. If this is the type of content that's of interest to you, please click subscribe and like, and you'll get notification every time new content is uploaded. So why do I say heavy up programs may be doing more harm than good for your business? Well, before we go there, I just want to back up a second and clarify what do I mean by heavy up program. I work with staffing companies around the world, helping them create high performance sales cultures, and in different locations, they call it something different. So a heavy up program is when a company has the strategy is every quarter, every month, every 6 months, depends on the size of the business. So they're going to hire 10 people or more in some cases, and at the end of that program, their expectation is to keep one, maybe two. Their expectation is the other 8 or 9 will either self-select themselves out of the business or they will let them go. So that's what a heavy up program is. So why do I think that it may be doing more harm than good to your business? Well, let's start on the positive. I think it's a great idea because it's bringing in rookies into the business, graduates, and giving them a really structured learning process. I think that's great. I think as an industry, we absolutely add so much value, and it should be I wonder why people don't see it more of a career choice straight out of university, but I'm digressing. So I do think there is a place for these types of programs. But here's the thing. These types of programs have a shelf life on them. And sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 12. But to be honest, it really doesn't matter the length of the program. What it's designed to do is do some intense learning, again, which is great. But here's the thing. The results at the end, the expectations at the end are so high that it creates rub in the team, it creates negative behaviors, and it creates an opportunity, a vacuum for those individuals to fall through the process, fall through the cracks, who could potentially be top billers, great employees for the company, because we're not looking out for them. What you're looking out for is those ones that are instantly out of the gate demonstrating and showing those behaviors, that competitiveness, will do what they have to do to get the job done and things like that. And we're missing out those individuals that just need a little bit more training, just need a little bit more tweaking. We're missing out on them because we're so focused on that 1 or 2 that we're going to keep. And remember, the objective is to keep a certain number, certain percentage. So let's just say, for argument's sake, out of the 10, it is to keep 2. Well, actually, the person that goes on to have a phenomenal career within the staffing industry could actually be person 3, 4, even 5 for that matter. But the training program is not designed to look for those individuals. A heavy up program is not designed to identify those individuals. But that's not what I was talking about when I was talking about the damage it does to your business. Absolutely, I agree that's all damaging to your business, losing individuals like that. But here's the thing. Those 8 people that have left, they're not going to have anything nice to say about your company. They don't have anything nice to say about the industry. In fact, they look for the polar opposite if they decide to stay in the industry. How do I know this? Because I train these individuals once they've left a heavy up situation. My team talks to these individuals that are currently in a heavy up situation, wanting out. Now, I talked about having somebody missing out on a great employee because they were number 3, 4, 5. I have somebody in my team that was exactly that. I hired him 8, 9 years ago now, and he'd been let go during a heavy up. One of the best employees I've ever hired. Top biller, pretty much every year. That company lost out on somebody like that because their objective was not to look for, and I'll use this loosely, the B players. They only wanted what they perceived as the A players. And the reality is sometimes those A players stay and then they're gone within a year. So think of the damage it's doing to your brand. Think of the damage it's doing to potential future employees. Not to mention the damage it's doing with your clients. Your clients having a different person each and every time, every couple of months on that account, here comes a new person. But park that one to one side. Think about what damage it's doing to your brand as an employer of choice. Now we all know graduates are getting even wiser, and they're actually really understanding, and they're not just taking every single job, the first job that comes along. They're actually, quite rightly, exploring all of their options. They're doing their research. If you've got graduates who start doing research on your business and they see people that join that program and the high turnover on it and some of the comments, glass doors and things like that, that's going to damage your brand. So what am I saying? I'm saying if you have a heavy up program, great. Realign the expectations and the metrics. Don't make it a pass or fail. Don't make it a survival of the fittest. Put some checks and balances in place to be able to catch those B players that just need a little bit of extra coaching and time. Now, if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, send me an email. Happy to jump on a call, happy to share some of the strategies some of my clients around the world are using. You may also disagree. Love to hear your reason why. So again, would love to jump on a call with you. Look, you may like this content, which is great. If so, click like, subscribe. Every time I upload new content, you'll get notification. On that note, thanks ever so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.